it's Nicole. Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I have the newest release from Holo Taco. This is their Off the Deep End collection. The Off the Deep End collection features 6 polishes in a new finish to Holo Taco. All of the polishes in this release are going to be in jelly bases with these big honkin' flakies. I recently hit 10,000 and also 11,000 subscribers here on this channel, so I'm also going to be... Hi, Sassy D. Why is it now that I'm recording you have all these things to say? So I somewhat recently hit the 10,000 and also 11,000 milestones here on YouTube, so I'm going to be hosting a giveaway. If you want to take part in the giveaway, which also features some Holo Taco polishes, I highly recommend staying tuned toward the end of the video. I'll get in all that there. The Off the Deep End collection is available right now on the Holo Taco website. I'll save all the pricing and sale information for the end of the video. All of the polishes featured in today's video were gifted to me by Holo Taco. This video is not sponsored, but thank you very much to the Holo Taco team for sending these over to me. Do you want to come say hi to everybody? Meet Roo! Roo, look at the camera. She is a Chinese crested Chihuahua mix, and she's cute as a button. So as always, in the description box, I'll have links where you can pick these polishes up, links to the brand's website and social media pages, my website and social media pages, and of course also timestamps. And I'll have a blog post up on NicoleLovesNails.com with all of my swatch photos, because I know a lot of people are really missing the blog post. The blog is back. I'm posting to it again regularly. And I'll save all my final thoughts and things for the end of the video. Let's get into this one. The first polish up in this release is called What a Catch. Holo Taco describes this one as a bright pink jelly base with iridescent flakies and a scattering of light green reflective glitter. What a Catch had a fantastic formula. This one was slightly on the thicker side, but the kind of thickness that I generally find is the case when you have a polish that has this many flakies in it. Because it is in jelly base, you will definitely need to build this one up. I found coverage overall to be pretty even and pretty nice looking in 2 coats. However, I personally really like building up these kind of jelly polishes in 3 coats because you get a really nice layered effect from the flakies. The flakies across the board for all of the polishes in this release are on the medium to larger size. The flakes dry down flatter than say a glitter would, but they do still give off a little bit of texture once everything dries down, so you're likely going to want 1 to 2 layers of top coat depending on the thickness of your top coat. A glitter smoothing top coat would do really nicely with all these polishes. I'll have a link pinned in the video for one of my favorite glitter smoothing top coats. While Holo Taco does describe What a Catch as having green light reflective glitter in it, I did not see a single droplet of green reflective glitter in this one. I could see a very delicate twinkle from some type of glitter in this, but I did not see any green reflective glitter at all in person. At the time of recording this voiceover, I'm not quite sure yet if I got a bad batch or if this is just how the polish is supposed to look for the reflective glitter. I contacted Holo Taco. I'll let you all know when I know something. My full hand swatches show What a Catch in 3 coats plus 1 real thick layer of glossy top coat. I would again, however, recommend doubling up on your top coat to make sure the polish stays looking nice and glossy. The reflective glitter paired with the flakies will make for a pretty thirsty polish. I will 1000% recommend using the soak off method or a peel off base coat for removal of this one. Do not scrub off reflective glitter. This next polish is called Big Reef Energy, and Holo Taco describes it as a coral red jelly base with iridescent flakies as well as a gold scatter of reflective glitter. Big Reef Energy also had a fantastic formula, but it was slightly on the thicker side. But again, the kind of thickness that I do expect from a flaky filled polish. The flakies all spread very evenly and easily with this one. I did find that for the particularly larger flakies, they did kind of want to stick off the sides of my nail. If that happens, you can just kind of slide your finger off the side to push the flaky back onto your nail. And in case this is going to be like your first polish with flakies, that's not atypical at all for a flaky polish or even some glitters. So it's not really like an issue with the polish or anything. I really like the tone of the red of this shade. When I read that it was a coral red jelly, I was really concerned it was going to be a very kind of orange leaning red, but it thankfully is not. I chose to build Big Reef Energy up in 3 coats. I would say coverage is pretty even in 2 if you want to stop there, but I think the effect for the flakies looks better in 3 than it does in 2. Similar to the previous shade, I had a really hard time seeing the reflective glitter in person. I could tell that there was reflective glitter in the polish. It had a little bit of texture and I could see like the added sparkle, but there was no gold to be had.
I want to know what a gold. I want the gold.
Once again, this one is going to dry down pretty dang textured. We're going to want to go in for probably at least 2 layers of top coat to smooth everything out. And removal will be on the more difficult side. I would highly suggest soaking this one off. This next polish is called Wait a Minute. Holo Taco describes this one as a teal aqua jelly base with iridescent flakies. The formula for Wait a Minute was a bit more on the thicker side. I kind of struggled a little bit on that first coat. I found that this applied really patchy. I had initially thought that maybe this was reacting strangely to my peel off base coat, so I kind of switched and played around with base coats. I tried multiple different base coats and I found for all of them on that first coat this applies really patchy. Between building this one up so you're getting all the nice layers of the flakies and just building the polish up in general, I did find that by the time I got to the third coat, the overall look of the polish was really even and I wasn't seeing any of the patchiness, but I would definitely not recommend this one in 2 coats because it just looks kind of patchy and uneven. This is that really fun shade of that tealish aqua that's really hard to get color accurate. I would say it doesn't lean particularly blue or green, but the flakies do add more of a green look to it. The flakies in here are pretty dang chonky. I did not find that they dry down textured like a glitter, but they have that kind of flaky texture. So you're going to want to go in for multiple layers of top coat to make sure you have a nice glossy finish with this one. Removal is not going to be overly difficult. I would not recommend scrubbing this one off, but I guess you could if you don't mind just having flakes stuck to your fingers. Across the board for all of these polishes, if for whatever reason you choose to scrub them off, be prepared to have flakies everywhere. This next polish is called Crashing Out, and Holo Taco describes it as a royal blue jelly base with iridescent flakies and silver scattered holographic glitter. Crashing Out had another really nice formula. It was a little bit uneven on that first coat, but I found all of the unevenness looked pretty good in 2, so I'll call this one a 2 to 3 coater depending on personal preference. But again, I know some of y'all are really just like totally against wearing polishes in 3 coats. But for polishes like these, they really do look better built up in 3 coats. There really is just something about seeing all the layers of flakies built up through the layers of the blue jelly base. It just looks so freaking pretty. Pretty sure for all of the polishes in this collection, Holo Taco used multiple types of iridescent flakies for each polish. In this one in particular, the flakies have a very pink to purple color shift, and I was also seeing some gold and a little bit of green as well. I found that the purple of the flakies kind of made this one look a little bit more purple leaning on the nail, but you could still see very clearly that the base is in fact blue. Similar to the other polishes in this release, you are going to have quite a bit of texture on the nail due to the flakies and the glitter. My full hand swatches show Crashing Out in 3 coats plus a thick layer of glossy top coat. The flakies are not going to be the most difficult thing ever to remove, but I will very rarely recommend scrubbing flakies off anyway. You could, but it's also going to be incredibly messy. The flakies are definitely going to stick all over to your nails and your skin. This next polish is called Made Me Ink, and Holo Taco describes it as an indigo jelly base with iridescent flakies and a silver scattered reflective glitter. Made Me Ink, surprise surprise, also had a fantastic formula. I found this shade particularly fun. On the first coat, I feel like the base looks very much more purple than indigo in my opinion. I found as I built this one up that indigo base was really coming through stronger. I'm sure for the people who feel that Holo Taco releases too many purple shades, that maybe we didn't need both a blue, an indigo, and purple bases all within the same collection, but I feel like the 3 polishes all look different enough that I feel like it was kind of justifiable. I do think Made Me Ink is going to be another one of the 2 to 3 coater polishes in this release. I found coverage looked really nice in 2 coats, but as I keep saying, I really like the look of building these kind of polishes up and seeing all of the layers of the flakies, so I opted to swatch this one in 3 coats. And just like the other polishes in this release, this is going to dry down fairly textured. We're going to want 1 to 2 layers of top coat to smooth everything out, and removal is not going to be the most fun thing in the world if you opt to scrub it off, but you could if you really wanted. And the final polish in this release is called Don't Be Jelly. Holo Taco describes it as a magenta purple jelly base with iridescent flakies and pink scattered reflective glitter. I absolutely love the formula of Don't Be Jelly. It was a little bit uneven on that first coat, but I found it still built up really nicely in 2 coats. If you don't mind that you don't get the same exact color that you're seeing in the bottle on the nail in 2 coats, coverage was really passable in 2, and the flakies honestly looked really great as well. But as I've been saying for this entire video, I really like how this type of finish looks built up in 3 coats. So my full hand swatches do show this one in 3 coats. I really wish that I could say that I could see the pink reflective glitter in here really well, but I did not see a single droplet of pink reflective glitter. I could for sure see that there was some twinklings of reflective glitter, but pink was not the color that I was seeing. I was just seeing silver. And one more time, I do not recommend scrubbing this polish off because of those reflective glitter. If you aren't already doing the soak off method, I have a video linked in the description box to show you how to do the soak off method. It's seriously a game changer. It was raining pretty heavily the day that I was swatching these, but of course, the day after we got some sunshine. So I put all the polishes on that have reflective glitter and brought them outside into natural lighting in hopes that I would see the reflective glitter a little bit better in natural light. Similar to what I was finding indoors, I can see that there is reflective glitter in these polishes, but the colored reflex are not showing up very well for me at all. In person, my eyes weren't able to pick up the colored reflex at all. I feel like my outdoor camera was able to pick up a little bit of it, but still not the best ever either. Alrighty, so final thoughts. Overall, I thought this was a really fun release. I feel like I always really enjoy when Holo Taco does these kind of more like, ooh, I just realized, we're on the microphone the whole time. Oh, you want to look out the window? Can you sit up here? We got a roux up there. Let's see how that works out. I always appreciate when Holo Taco does these kind of fun, like indie nail polish style releases. When Christine first announced doing Holo Taco, these style polishes are kind of what I was thinking that they were going to be doing. So it just makes me really excited when I see this style of finish from the brand. I really like the color story of this release. Y'all know I always love an additional sparkle in polishes, so I really appreciate that the brand did also include some light reflective glitter in these polishes, as well as the holographic. I just wish for me personally that I was able to see the reflective better, because I could see that it was there in the bottle, but on the nail, it was just barely visible. I do want to note also, based on the social media posts that I've seen from Holo Taco for this release for the reflective glitter polishes, it does look like theirs have significantly more reflective glitter in them than my bottles did. I did also contact Holo Taco like right before I started recording, so hopefully by the time this video goes up, I have something back from the brand to find out if there was like a bottle issue or if it was supposed to be this way. My personal favorites from this release are going to be Wait a Minute and Crashing Out. I'm very hopeful that we'll get more polishes similar to these in the future from the brand. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I'm also going to be hosting a giveaway. The giveaway is not in any way affiliated with Holo Taco. It's just me wanting to give back to you all. For the giveaway, I'm going to be going through my own personal nail polish collection and giving you all some of my backup polishes. In case you didn't catch this, I recently shared my nail polish collection tour where I showed you all 6,400 some odd bottles of nail polish that I own, and I have quite a few things that I accidentally bought twice, obtained multiple bottles of for the purposes of shipping. Unfortunately, the nail polishes themselves will only be able to be shipped within the United States. However, because I know quite a few of y'all are based outside of the US, the giveaway is still going to be open internationally. If any winners who are outside of the US, I will be giving out either a Holo Taco gift card or a Mooncat gift card, because those are the two brands that I feel like I purchase from the most that I know for sure ships internationally, but which one it'll be will just depend on what country you're from. I haven't done a giveaway in a minute, so forgive me if I'm a little bit rusty on all the information, but all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel. I'll have a link in the description box, and also in the off chance this gets picked up by scammers, I will be contacting people via their email when they put it into the little giveaway link in the description box. I will not be sending you any kind of DMs on social media about this giveaway. And also, if you are based in the US, you also have to be comfortable giving me, you know, your address. And also, I said this already before, but I just want to say thank you all so much again for subscribing to the channel, watching the videos, all of the things. It really just means so much to me. And I really can't believe that like 11,000 people at one point or another came across this channel and decided to hit subscribe. Like, that's kind of mind-blowing. I will have the dates for the giveaway listed here on the screen because I haven't looked at a calendar yet, to be perfectly honest. As far as pricing and information goes for this release, all the polishes in the collection are going to be priced at $14 per bottle. Holo Taco polishes are in 12 ml bottles. There isn't a collection box with this release, but there will be also a special bundle discount price for all 6 polishes, and that'll be at $78 for a bundle for all 6 polishes. Thankfully, Holo Taco did confirm that this release is not in fact limited edition, so no one needs to freak out too badly on the FOMO. These will be around for at least, you know, throughout the rest of the year. I would love to know what everyone else thought of this release. Are you planning on picking it? Have you already picked it up? Y'all know the drill. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Before we end today's video, I want to give a very special shout out to my channel members, Shenanigans, Stormy Fans, names of course all on the screen right now. If you would like to sign up for my channel memberships, there is of course a link for that in the description box, or you can click join next to the subscribe button. But as always, no pressure to doing that. Just like the video, comment, share, subscribe, all the things, and seriously, we are good. If you like seeing my face here on the YouTubes, I also have a second channel where I post all of my non-nail polish nonsense. It is just my name, Nicole Danielson, super easy to find. And of course, you can also follow me across all of my other social medias. I post all across the internet here. So just thank you all for joining me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone has a fantastic week. Happy shopping if you're not. If you're on a low buy, you got this. You can keep going forward, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like yeah.